there have been a lot of nutty, hateful and hypocritical reactions to the sports sponsorship controversy around Netball Australia's Diamonds and Gina Rinehart's Hancock prospecting. But none of them have been so nutty and so hateful as what we've seen from Indigenous boxer Anthony Mundine. He's referred to the abhorrent comments made by Lang Hancock 38 years ago that have been cited as the genesis of the netballer's current objections. Back in 1984, the mining magnate talked about sterilising Aborigines who wouldn't assimilate and letting the problem, as he termed it, die out. Yeah, it was horrible stuff. From a bygone era, sure, but never excusable. Lang Hancock died in 1992, so we're talking about comments from nearly 4 decades ago by a man who died 3 decades ago. Yeah, this is what Mundine told The Australian, directing his comments at Hancock's daughter, Gina Rinehart. She could have apologised for her father's comments, distanced herself from them and told us that she doesn't believe those things, Mundine said. Instead, she pulled her money out. Anyone that thinks like him, speaks like him, believes what he believes is detrimental to humankind. Look, I say those horrible words belong to Lang Hancock. He said them. I believe that Rinehart should be judged on her own words and her own actions. And we know that includes employing Indigenous Australians, enabling Indigenous communities to access hundreds of millions of dollars in mining royalties, and supporting Indigenous health and education programs. But in the case of Mundine, he wants to have someone publicly shamed over the words uttered by her father, who died decades ago. What then would Mundine say about his own words just 4 years ago, when he went on an anti-gay rant on reality TV?
I was brought up for it to be forbidden anyway, the way I was brought up. I believe it's a choice. Everything's a choice. If I was in society, right? If we were living in a society, just like in the Aboriginal culture, so same thing, that homosexuality is forbidden and you do it and the consequences are capital punishment, death, you think you're going to do it? Or think twice of doing it? Hell no, I won't quit. Never quit, even if I was born like it. I mean, that's the only way to deter the problem. They're not going to be happy until you have primary school kids being gay.
Killing gay men to deter the problem? This couldn't be more vile, hateful or intolerant. Those comments, those sentiments have no place in civil society. They were uttered by Anthony Mundine just 4 years ago. And yet he smears Gina Rinehart over her late father's comments 38 years ago. Mundine, by the way, has a number of adult children. Should they face public calls to denounce their father's repugnant views? Of course not. They're individuals responsible for their own actions. They don't deserve to be tarred by the bald-faced hypocrisy and intolerance of their father.